I'm the principal here, me and only me. You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations?
Guys, I wanted to come back to you. I wanted to bring a story about a white Baltimore, Maryland principal that allegedly said things racist towards black people and Jewish people. But when the FBI investigated, they found the recordings to be not real, to be AI generated. And the person responsible for that was a black employee. He was trying to get his white boss implicated in saying racist things against blacks and Jewish to get him in trouble, to get him fired. Because again, he didn't like him. And again, where is actual racism? I mean, again, we have seen in this country, especially over the last so many years, all kinds of allegations of racism, which turned out to be false. I mean, again, I can't think of any real allegations of racism at all. They're all fake. They're all directed at making the white man look bad, making the white man look racist. That's not true. They'll do whatever they can to implicate the white man, to make him look racist. But again, they're the ones that are racist because they're the ones that are making stuff up about the white man, again, to call him racist. But guys, watch this.
The audio clip is less than 60 seconds, long enough to completely upend a Baltimore area high school. In it, a voice is heard making racist remarks about black students' academic performance and anti-Semitic complaints about Jewish community members. For months, parents, teachers, and students believed it was a racist rant by Pikesville High School principal Eric Eiswart. But today, officials revealed that voice was generated by AI, and they've arrested the school's athletic director, 31-year-old Dazon Darian, for allegedly creating it.
Detectives allege Mr. Darian, who was the athletic director at the high school, made the recording to retaliate against the principal who had launched an investigation into the potential mishandling of school funds.
Police say Darian was arrested today while trying to board a flight to Houston, initially taken into custody for a gun in his bag when police discovered the outstanding warrant. He's now charged with disrupting school operations, along with theft, retaliating against a witness, and stalking. The clip was first circulated back in January and quickly went viral.
I, as a parent, am horrified, and as a rabbi, I'm quite disturbed.
It's hard to pay attention in class because, everybody was talking about it.
At the time, the principal denied ever making those remarks. Officials say the clip had, quote, profound repercussions, leading to the principal's temporary removal from the school. A fake recording with very real consequences, all sparking new concerns around the growth of AI.
Guys, I wanted to play the fake recording for you. And again, none of this is real, but I wanted to play it. Every single bit of this is generated, AI generated.
I'm the principal here, me and only me. You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side. Kathy, I'm done.
And again, people, they automatically assume it must be real. It must be real. Even though this kind of stuff does not happen. But again, it must be real. Because you're white. Because it's a white man. It's a white man. It must be real. Even though it doesn't happen. But, yeah, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean.
Kyrie Stewart joins us live outside of the school. And Kyrie, you spoke with students and parents, so what do they have to say about all this?
Yes, well, this has pretty much the whole community talking. You know, since we've been out here, we've had parents and students just come up to us and tell us just how shocking and disturbed they are by all of this. In fact, I want you all to take a look at this video. Out of an abundance of caution, police officers were actually at the school today, you know, just for safety reasons. Now, we're not going to air the recording, but in it, the person is heard making offensive and inappropriate comments about black students, the Pikesville Jewish community, and members of the high school staff. Now, again, we spoke with parents and students who told us that they're shocked to hear the recording. Take a listen to what they had to say.
It's on social media now, so it's just like, and I go to Pikesville, and it's like all over the place, so it's just like weird.
I honestly think he should be fired. I don't think that there should be. I don't think he should be working with children if he's going to be speaking that way towards people. He shouldn't work with people at all.
Yeah, like they expect you to believe the white man's racist. The white man. Again, pay no attention to the ones that are actually doing stuff. They're actually making stuff up. Pay attention to the ones that we're saying is doing stuff, even though they're not. I mean, again, in this country, you're 8 times more likely to be attacked by a black person if you're white than by a white person if you're black. 8 times more likely. But again, they don't want you knowing that. They want you believing that Jesse Smollett and Bubba Wallace, they was attacked by a white man, Again, they attacked poor Jesse. They hung a noose in Bubba Wallace's garage. It didn't happen. And again, we see it over and over and over again. It does not happen, but they want you to believe it does. Guys, watch this.
An Indian-owned store in Charlotte, North Carolina was set afire, a rock thrown through the window, and a racist note left behind. It read, quote, "We need to get rid of Muslims, Indians, and all immigrants." It was signed, White America. This week, police arrested an African-American man after surveillance video showed him lighting the fire. In January, a black waitress in Virginia claimed a customer wrote on the receipt, quote, "Great service, don't tip black people."
Shocked. Very, very, very shocked.
The customer later maintained it was written by the waitress who was upset over her 1-cent tip for bad service.
The list of hate crime hoaxes is long. Now we must add this one to the tally. According to the Air Force Times, a black cadet admitted to writing the slurs, and he's since left the school. So what's the response when we see stories like these exposed as hoaxes? It's never as huge as the initial response was when we assumed that it was real, which only encourages more hoaxes. For the outrage over the crime is the only part the press seems to remember, not its debunking, which encourages the copycats, which is why we're doing this now, so people don't keep thinking this kind of thing pays off.
We have breaking news just in on a story that we brought to you earlier tonight. We told you about a 20-year-old Louisiana woman who claimed to have been attacked and set on fire by 3 men. Police just announced that the story was fabricated and that the burns were self-inflicted. Sharmika Moffat told police that she was walking through a park when she was attacked. She said that a group of 3 men wrote the initials KKK and a racial slur on the hood of her car.
An article posted on the Newswatch 33 website says 2 black teenagers were beaten to death by white supremacists in Myrtle Beach over the July 4th weekend. But police and city officials say nothing like that actually happened.
Well, there's no reason for that to exist. It's false. It's made up. I can't explain that.
Crua says, unfortunately, some people will believe the hoax. So Myrtle Beach police had to post on Facebook and Twitter, this story is false.
Victim to suspect. Jussie Smollett charged the stunning accusations against the Empire star. Hello, everybody. I'm Denise Koch.
And I'm Vic Carter. He's accused of staging what he called a homophobic and racist attack because he was dissatisfied with his Empire salary.
Jussie Smollett is indicted after turning himself into Chicago police overnight. Kenneth Craig reports for WJZ he is now charged with filing a false police report.
Former NFL player Edon Kaufman has been charged with staging a fake hate crime in Georgia. Gwinnett County police say Kaufman damaged his own business's property and spray-painted racial slurs, a swastika, and MAGA around the establishment to get insurance money, saying in a statement, quote, "It appears as though Edon conjured a premeditated plan to damage his own property, attempt to make it appear as a hate crime, file a claim with his insurance company, and sell off the undamaged appliances and electronics."
Even though this is almost never real. Almost never. Again, people want to hold out for the idea that white people are racist. That white people are bad. White supremacy. Systemic racism, whatever. Even though it's almost never real. I'm going to show you guys a clip of a local news talk radio host who, again, could not believe or would not believe that this could be faked. I mean, he couldn't conceive of the idea that this could have been faked, even though afterwards the FBI said that it was faked and it wasn't even a good fake. But guys, watch this.
Investigating this to determine whether or not it's real or not. And if it were me and I was still in office, I would wait. I would wait until authenticating this type of thing, unless these folks know something about this principle that we don't know.
Well, if it's not him, then whoever did this is really good at that. Yeah. And I just find it hard to believe that there's someone associated with Pikesville High School that has so much of an axe to grind that they're willing to get this incredibly good artificial intelligence recording and make it sound so real and personal to the story that is at Pikesville High School, right? Because he talks about specific people in this as well, right? And he's got specific...
He mentions a couple of names.
He's got specific grievances as well. So, I mean, what are the chances of this being AI? For me, very, 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 very small.
And it's almost never true. It's almost never true. But we had to believe, you know what? It must be. Because again, white supremacy, systemic racism, slavery, Jim Crow. We had to believe that the white man is racist. Even though the majority of this stuff is fake. It's faked all the damn time. But they want you to believe it's real. So again, we have to assume that it is real. Right out of the gate. Because again, if you don't, then you must be a racist, right? So again, you have to assume from the get-go, poor black people, poor blacks, bad whites, whatever, you had to believe, even though the evidence points in the other direction. I mean, again, I think it was Andrew Tate that said, you know, I mean, over and over again, black people have a problem with the police. They do. Because, again, they commit crimes at much higher rates. There's much more contact with the police. But they want you to assume that black people, they're victims, no matter what. No matter what, because they're black. They're victims. But again, that's not true. That's not true. And again, man, there was a study done not long ago by a professor. I forgot the guy's name, but anyways, I did a video a while back on it. But he found that, you know, again, the majority of police shootings are not black and cops, black people in police. It's not. Even though black people commit over half of all violent crime in the country. So again, it should be But it's not. You know, guys, we have truly got to understand what's going on. And again, they're wanting you to believe something. They're wanting you to buy into it. And again, the vast majority of this country, they automatically buy into it. And that is what the problem is. But guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
You son of a.